Welcome and greetings. We are the Ministry of the Real Truth. Welcome to our channel. I'd like to give a big shout out to our loyal subscribers, those who already subscribed and been with us for quite a while. And also to new visitors to our channel who may potentially become our subscribers. Okay, we're basically going to point out, as in the previous video, the mother of all reviews, that we have this playlist. Okay, maybe attach it at the end of this video so you can have a look at it. It's all in order, okay, of event. We have a little introduction here. It's finally here, and then the mother of all reviews. It's basically our review on our playlist. An important note, okay, study help, study tip, so you don't have any misunderstandings, misunderstoods, words you haven't got a definition for. Therefore, you'll end up misunderstanding what's written in ebooks or any kind of book, right? And you take it away out of the context. So this small video here will help you to study more effectively, so that you fully understand what's written and what's being said or put across by that author, that scribe of that particular scribe or author of the book that you're going to undertake if you're doing some personal research, home study, or studying for an exam or something like that. Okay, then we have a bit of music to lighten the mood or create a mood, and then basically we start from creation before creation, starting with the Sumerians, okay, Chaldeans, because that's where it all supposedly originated from, the Aramaic, and have a few helpful hints and tips, study tips, etc. on the way. Then we go into further into the books of Genesis, the Brita or Genesis, okay, and explain those away. More music, more helps, okay, more promotion of our ministry and our channel, okay, to assure you that we're not lying to you, not trying to pull the wool over your eyes, okay, and our policies, our mission policies, etc., etc. Okay, and some more information like what is truth. Genesis of the KJV Audio Bible, with the famous narrator Alexander Scourby. He's the one that did all the narration for those Jesus movies in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. Okay, and then you have like a guy that's giving you insight into the American Bible Society, the apostate Mother Church, all the corrupt translations coming through her and through the Bible Society with their lies. And it's got a few more here. Okay, corruptions in the Bible, 1 to 7 is our policy. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, he used to be a King James onlyist, and it goes on about the Armenian music in the Garden of Eden. Where is it actually located? It's said to be located here in Garrettsville, Wisconsin, USA. Someone had that idea maybe a couple hundred years ago. Okay, so our main focus today is the Chaldean Babylonian Genesis accounts, because this is essential, right? This is the this is really important to know. Okay. And this video basically is in our playlist, and it is the Chaldean account, probably about third or fourth down. Yeah, it's actually the 8th video. Yeah, the Chaldean account of Genesis, and this is basically what it says. And that PDF you can get free online.
Although it was known that Assyria borrowed its civilization and written character from Babylonia, yet as the Assyrian nation was mostly hostile to the southern and older kingdoms, it could not be guessed beforehand that the peculiar national traditions of Babylonia would be transported to Assyria. Under these circumstances, for some years after the cuneiform inscriptions were first deciphered, nothing was looked for or discovered bearing upon the events of Genesis. But as far as new texts were brought to notice, it became evident that the Assyrians copied their literature largely from Babylonian sources, and it appeared likely that search among the fragments of Assyrian inscriptions would yield traces at least of some of these ancient Babylonian legends. Okay. He goes on until he finds or comes across a Chaldean account, I think, of the deluge. Here we go. I notice references to the creation in tablet numbered K63 in the museum collection, and allusions in other tablets to similar legends. I therefore set about searching through the collection which I had previously selected under the head of mythological tablets to find, if possible, some of these legends. This mythology.
And George Smith, he's the author. He goes on about it. Right. So basically, what I'm trying to get across here is that it all came from, supposedly it all came from Assyria. Okay, originally it was their stories, but according to this book, it all came from Ur of Chaldea, or Chaldea, in Mesopotamia, which is of Assyria. So yeah, basically it came from Assyria. Because what happened was, when these Jews went into exile in Babylonia and they were freed, or maybe they were captured by the Assyrians. Yeah, and Assyrians didn't really treat them very nice, apparently. They weren't very nice to them. Abraham, he was born in Ur of Chaldea. Right, his parents migrated there. Okay, from some Babylonian exile. Right, they migrated there, and then he was born in Ur of Chaldea. Right, so what they've done, they've adopted and adapted the language of the Assyrians. Okay, and they merged it with the Assyrian. Okay, in their language. And that's why you got the Assyrian Aramaic, when truly there was no Assyrian Aramaic, just the Assyrian. Okay, and then it becomes the Katav Assyrian. And then Abraham, who wasn't a Hebrew or an Israelite, he ventures out. He might have come across Heber, Heber, or Eber, Eber, listed in the genealogy in Genesis. He's one of the names here, supposedly the forefather of the Hebrews. So he might have met up and intermingled, merged with them, had some ties with them. And then later on, you had Jacob, who had his name changed from Jacob to Israel, or Jacob to Israel, Jacob. Yeah. And then he had descendants, sons and descendants, or they had descendants, right? And they became the Israelites. What does ites mean? It means people. Okay. So after that, they were called the Israelites. And then you had the Judeans, the original Jews, okay, because the name derived from the first two letters of their name, Judean or Yehuda. They were Yehudi. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. Right. So yeah, I've basically written down some notes here. I can't even see it. My glasses. On top of my head, that would help. Yeah, where is it? My question is, I lost that page. Yeah, basically it's come from there. It's on the wrong piece of paper. That's probably why. Okay. The agents of Ashurbanipal. He was a king of Assyria. Sought everywhere for the inscribed tablets of the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Deluge, the Creation, all those myths, right, and heaps of other ones, and brought them to Nineveh. Had them brought to Nineveh, and copied them there. Thus, the literary treasures of Babylon, Borsippa, Cutha, Akkad, Erech, Lhasa, Nippur, and various other cities were transferred to the Assyrian capital to enrich the great collection, that library, because he was a tablet worm. He loved to read and he wanted to know all of it. So yeah, if they couldn't bring the original, they had to copy it. Okay, so that's the origins. because it's the people that gathered in the desert region in the east, Shina or Sumer, and they built the tower. Yeah, they spoke one language. It's not clearly stated in the Bible exactly what language they spoke, but it says they spoke one language and they understood each other. But then things happened and they were dispersed. Their languages were confused, so they wouldn't understand each other. And I'm guessing it's said that they spoke. God spoke Aramaic. He spoke it to them, right? And then, after that, everyone split, dispersed across the earth, the whole world, and spoke different languages. But the main one in the east was Aramaic, which is the older sister language of the ancient Hebrew. It's also known as Kitab Ashrit, where the Hebrew was known as the Kitab Iri, or IRI, or the Kitab Ashrit was also known as Kitab Hotep, which was supposedly what Moses learned from either his father or his grandfather when in Egypt. Then they exited out of there. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Alright. If you like this idea, if you like this video, then please subscribe to our channel by pushing on this icon. Give us a thumbs up or a like, and add your comments down below, down here, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, because we love your comments. It really helps us to know where we're at, and what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. So do that, and then go tell all your Christian friends, your Jew friends, your Muslim friends. Hey, you want to know the real truth? Look at this dude. Come to the ministry of the real truth, because he's telling you the truth, the real truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. He's not like, putting a blinder over your eyes, blindfold, or bag, or anything like that, and telling you a load of doo-doo. Okay? So, we will see you next time. May Allah bless. May Yoshua Mishiga keep you. Alright? And be good. Stay good. Behave yourself. And we'll see you next time.